welcome to the lesson. My name is Michelle, and in this lesson you're learning vocabulary related to computers and technology. Let's start with some interesting words that we have on the board. The first word, adware. As the word suggests from the beginning part, ad. Ad refers to advertisements. So whenever you download a particular application, you may have noticed a lot of ads popping up on your screen. That's because that particular application has already stored adware in it, which leads to the popping up of all these advertisements, which sometimes also gets virus into your device. So be very careful about the applications that you use. They might contain adware and cause you to have virus in your device. So adware is the pre-stored advertisements. Let's look at the next word, application or apps, which you've already heard. So these are softwares which is designed for a singular use or individual use by a person. It is a common platform, but you can download it exclusively on your phone or on your computer. For example, a Facebook app or a Gmail app on your phone for individual use. Let's look at the next word, bloatware or fatware. Can you guess something from the word? So something who is fat, somebody who consists a lot of space. The same way bloatware or fatware consists a lot of space on your device. They are pre-stored softwares on your device. So when you buy a computer, probably or even a phone, an Android phone, when you buy it, there are some pre-stored applications like Gmail or Play Store. These are what you call bloatware. With a lot of bloatware in your device, you don't have enough space to store personal data, and that's when you're in need of a memory card to save some personal data. So pre-stored apps. I wouldn't be very biased towards Apple users, so when you buy an Apple phone, you have pre-stored applications like iTunes. Let's look at the next word, bug. Have you heard of this word before? Something like stop bugging me, stop irritating me. The same way the word bug means something that irritates you. So when you download a particular software, it has, a particular application or software, it has stored bugs in itself. So bugs are basically some faults in the written script of the application. For example, JavaScript or PHP. So the program writer has made some mistakes while writing the script, and that ends up having, because of that, you end up having bugs while you're using the software, and suddenly your phone hangs or the particular application just crashes and you're not able to use it. So they are quite irritating, like the little bugs that we face every day. Stored mistakes in the written language or the written program code. Let's look at the next word, cache. So cache are small pieces of information, not the cash that we usually know in terms of money. Cache is pre-stored information, information pieces in your device. Whenever you visit a particular website, there is data that your device or maybe your computer stores locally. When you visit the website for a second time, the pictures and the information loads much quicker. And let's talk about Facebook. So when you're logging into Facebook, it asks you, do you want the browser to remember the files? And where does the browser remember those files? It remembers those files as cache memory, which is temporary memory on your device. Similarly, we have cookies, which are also temporary files on your device. So whenever you log into Facebook, you see a list of login IDs that have previously logged into the website, and those are cookies. Stored information on a particular website. Zoom, crash. This is how the plane crashes, and this is exactly how an application can also crash, or your device can also crash when it has some corrupted files. So whenever your device crashes suddenly or unexpectedly, it stops working, that is when your device has crashed and you need to get it corrected, probably by an IT technician. Unexpected halt in your device. All right, let's look at the next word, a firewall. It's like a wall of fire, not literally, but then a defensive wall that protects your device from virus or other devices to hack your information. So when you're working on a computer network, it's possible that other computer users might want to hack your information. But if you have installed firewall in your network, there's a high possibility that your information will be safe and your device will not be hacked. So this prevents your device from being hacked. Prevention from hacking. But firewall is different from antivirus. Antivirus virus stops the virus from entering into your device, and firewall prevents hacking. So you should have both of them in your computer to keep it safer. Let's look at the next word. Hardware. Well, that's a very commonly heard term. We know that software is the part of the computer that you cannot touch, which is non-tangible. But hardware is the parts or the units of the computer that you can touch. For example, your desktop, your CPU, and your keyboard is what hardware is. The tangible parts of a computer. And now we are going to look at the next words. Home page. So the word home here means the first page that you see when you click on a website. It usually have links to other websites. For example, if your home page on your computer is Google, so when you log in to your device or your computer, the first page that appears on the screen is Google, and it has links to other websites. So when you want to visit other websites, you can type into the search bar and it will lead you to other links. But the first page on your screen or the first page of a website is called a home page. First page of a website. Let's look at the word netiquette. Does that sound like a word that you've ever heard before? Something like etiquette? Yes. Netiquette are the etiquette that you require on computer or networks or internet. These are some informal rules that are designed for users on the internet. So you should really avoid stalking other people's website. That's not good. That's one computer netiquette. And you should also try not to share your personal information on the internet. For example, particularly on a public network. You should not share your banking details or your login ID and password for an important website. So be sure you follow the computer netiquette, the informal rules designed for the users. Spam. Spam can also be used outside of the computer vocabulary, like the unwanted people in your life are spam, the same way the unwanted emails that go into your trash or junk folder are called spam. So if you have any spam in your life, you need to get rid of it. And if you've got any spam on your email or on your email account, then you need to empty your trash folder or your junk file. Unwanted emails. These emails are usually promotional in nature and they are there for marketing purposes. So for example, you've subscribed to a particular website, all the emails that you receive from that website for promotional purposes will go into your trash folder, but your personal emails will be in the main and primary inbox. So that can be differentiated and it makes it easier for you to understand and organize your account. Let's look at the next word, spyware, something like adware. It sounds similar. So spyware is when you have maybe a particular website, for example, Google, continuously spies the website that you are visiting. So if you're planning a trip to Dubai and you've recently searched for it, after some time when you visit another website, there will be an ad popping up on the other half of the page for a trip to Dubai, the cheapest trip to Dubai. You know, this cannot be a coincidence. There is surely someone spying at you, and possibly that's Google, so you should really sue them. And they have spyware installed into their website, which comes the moment you click on the website. To detect your internet habits. With that, let's look at the second last word, VC, video conference. This is also a very common term. You must have heard of Skype. That's exactly what video conference is, when you can see somebody and listen to somebody at the same time. Sometimes it can be between two people and sometimes it can be between more than two people. It could be a group of 5 to 10 people. But what you need is that everyone should have that particular application installed in their device. So only when it's installed, when Skype is installed in another person's device, you can have a Skype conference or a video conference with that person. And audio-visual communication on the internet. With that, we look at the last word, which is really hard to pronounce. It's kind of weird. How do we call that? Do you want to try it? Wizzy something? It's called WYSIWYG, which means what you see is what you get. Yes, not in the video, but otherwise. So when you're using a software, there are certain softwares, for example, video editors like After Effects. When you're using that software, if you're clicking on the red color, that's exactly what you'll see on the screen. If you're clicking on any other feature of the website, it will, of the software, it will appear on the screen. And the same thing is going to go for the print or the filming of the video that you're editing. So what you see is what you get. I wish this rule was applicable to our lives as well, so that whatever we saw is only what we got, and then we wouldn't want to see anything bad. I hope you come back with another vocabulary lesson with me, Michelle. I hope to see you very soon. Till then, you take care. Bye-bye.